Elias Turner had worked at Harrington Enterprises for barely 4 months, but if anyone asked him, it already felt like a lifetime. At 38 years old, with graying stubble and weary eyes, Elias wasn't the type of man people noticed. He moved like a quiet shadow through the marble hallways, pushing his cleaning cart with its squeaky wheel, humming soft melodies under his breath. Music was the only thing he had left. Once, years ago, his life had looked very different. But those memories were ghosts now. He didn't talk about the accident, the fire, or the little voice he would never hear again. Instead, he cleaned office floors, and tried to forget. The CEO, Richard Harrington, didn't bother learning his name. To him, Elias was the janitor. Nothing more. Harrington was tall, sharply dressed, and colder than the company walls. Employees feared him, some even hated him. His success came at a cost. He had no softness left. Except when it came to his daughter. Everyone in the building knew about Lily Harrington, the mute girl with ocean blue eyes and golden hair tied with a pink ribbon. Lily visited her father's office every afternoon after school, always escorted by a nanny, always silent. Some whispered she was traumatized. Others said she was autistic. Most simply didn't know. But Elias, he noticed things others didn't. One afternoon, while sweeping the mezzanine hallway, he heard the faintest sound, like a hummingbird's wing tremor. Soft. Fragile. Almost a musical note. He turned a corner and found Lily sitting alone on the floor, doodling stars on her notebook. She wasn't humming. The sound wasn't coming from her lips. It was coming from her throat, barely there, but unmistakably, a melody. Elias knelt carefully. "Hey there," he whispered, keeping his distance. That was beautiful. Lily jumped, startled, clutching her notebook to her chest. Elias smiled gently. "It's okay. I won't tell anyone." The girl blinked, unsure at first, then slowly relaxed. And that was the moment everything changed. Over the next weeks, Elias became the only person Lily felt safe around. She followed him quietly as he cleaned, drawing little pictures on sticky notes and placing them on his cart, a sun, a guitar, a smiley face. Sometimes, when they were alone, she made those soft, almost sounds again. Not words. Not yet. But Elias recognized something no one else saw. She wasn't mute. She was afraid. Terrified. And Elias knew that fear too well. One rainy afternoon, Lily tapped his arm and held up a drawing. It showed a stick figure of a little girl, with a cracked heart. Elias's eyes stung. "Yeah," he whispered. "Mine's a little cracked too." But someone else noticed their bond. Someone who didn't like it. One evening, after most employees had gone home, CEO Richard Harrington stormed into the hallway and snapped. "Why is my daughter with the janitor?" Lily hid behind Elias's leg. Elias instinctively shielded her. "She's fine, sir," Elias said calmly. "Just keeping her company." Harrington's anger twisted into something darker, shame. The kind that comes from knowing your child trusts a stranger more than her own father. "Stay away from her," the CEO hissed. "You're a janitor. Nothing more." Elias lowered his eyes. "Yes, sir." But Lily grabbed Elias's sleeve in protest. And for the first time, Harrington saw the fear in his daughter's eyes. His jaw tightened, but he said nothing. That night, Elias sat alone in his narrow, dim apartment, staring at a framed picture, the only thing he saved from the fire. A little girl with curly brown hair. And a grin wide enough to light the world. His daughter. Emma. Gone at age 6. The last thing he ever heard from her was a song. Now he looked at Lily, another little girl trapped in silence, and felt fate pulling him toward something he didn't understand yet. Then came the announcement. Harrington Enterprises would host its annual charity gala and talent showcase, with all executives, partners, and staff invited. Lily was expected to make an appearance. And Elias felt a spark of an idea. A crazy one. A dangerous one. But maybe, just maybe, the one that could save her. He approached Lily the next day and gently showed her an old guitar. Her eyes lit up. "You don't have to sing," he whispered. "Just try to follow the notes. Like the soft sounds you make." Lily hesitated. Then nodded. Slowly. And so, in quiet corners of the building, broom closets, storage rooms, stairwells, a janitor and a mute CEO's daughter practiced music together. Secrets. Melodies. Healing. But secrets never stay hidden forever. 2 days before the gala, the CEO saw them practicing. His face turned stone cold. "You're fired." Lily gasped and grabbed Elias's shirt, shaking her head, desperate. But Elias only smiled softly. "It's okay," he whispered to her. "I'm still coming Saturday." Harrington narrowed his eyes. "You're barred from the event." Elias didn't argue. But deep inside, a storm was rising. Because he knew something Harrington didn't. Lily wasn't just scared of speaking. She was scared of him. And on the night of the gala, that truth would come out. Whether Harrington liked it or not. The gala, the voice, and a truth that shattered the room. The ballroom shimmered with gold chandeliers and glittering gowns. Executives mingled, waiters rushed, and the air buzzed with pretentious laughter. Lily stood near the stage, pale and trembling. She kept scanning the room, looking for Elias. But her father had guards stationed at every entrance. No janitor was getting in. Or so he thought. Because at 8:03 p.m., as the talent segment began, the side doors opened, and in walked Elias Turner wearing the same old uniform, dripping with rain, guitar strapped to his back. Gasps rippled through the room. "Security!" Harrington barked. But before the guards reached him, Lily did something no one expected. She ran. Ran straight through the crowd, past shocked donors, and threw herself into Elias's arms. The guards froze. Everyone froze. Elias stepped onto the stage with Lily holding his hand tightly. Now we return to where our hook began. The entire ballroom waited. Elias leaned close to the microphone. "Mr. Harrington, your daughter doesn't need silence. She needs safety." The CEO stiffened. "What are you implying?" Elias's voice broke with emotion. "She's not mute because she can't speak. She's mute because she's terrified you'll yell at her again." A murmur spread like wildfire. Harrington's face turned white. "I never hurt her," he snapped. "I know," Elias said gently. "You didn't lay a hand on her. But you hurt her with your anger. Your pressure. Your impossible standards." He strummed the guitar once. A soft note. A familiar one. Lily's eyes widened. "This is the song," Elias whispered to her. "The one you hum when you think no one hears." The crowd leaned forward. Lily trembled. Stepped toward the mic. Opened her mouth. And a sound so fragile, so pure, so heartbreakingly beautiful floated out. A single note. Then another. Then a song. Her voice was trembling, unsteady, but real. The mute girl was singing. The ballroom erupted into gasps and tears. Phones rose. People sobbed openly. Harrington dropped into a chair, stunned. Lily sang the melody Elias taught her, and halfway through, Elias joined, harmonizing softly. Two broken hearts singing one healing song. When the final note faded, silence swallowed the room. Lily turned to her father. Daddy. I'm scared when you yell.